For those of you at home with a 7 to 9 month old baby, that adaptable, flexible, kind of easygoing baby is starting to become a little bit more assertive, a little more opinionated, and definitely more expressive. Because at this age, you're gonna see a lot of new emotional development. So today, I wanna focus on helping you understand and identify what is going on with all of these new emotions with your baby. Let's start with babies at this age can express themselves much better. So this can be a really positive thing. For example, when they are feeling joy and happiness, it's not just a smile anymore. They're actually clapping or kind of rocking back and forth, right? And then it can be very challenging because when they feel frustrated, instead of just kind of crying a little bit or fussing, they might throw the toy or they might throw themselves back or arch their back or just they get a lot more expressive about feeling that frustration physically and showing it to you a lot more. Next, empathy begins to show. If you watch carefully, your baby's eyes are much brighter and wider as they're taking in the emotional environment of the world around them. If they hear another baby crying, you'll see them immediately turn their attention, really focus on that baby, trying to figure out what is going on, and then they actually might start to whimper or fuss or even cry themselves. These are the first signs that they are feeling that empathy for that other baby. Number 3, separation anxiety peaks for most babies around this age of 7 to 9 months because at this time they are starting to feel more emotions like some shyness and some anxiety. So as they're starting to crawl or roll and move physically away from you, emotionally they're getting flooded with all these new feelings of being separate, which kind of heightens that feeling of separation anxiety. It's really difficult to watch your baby feel distressed, which is why we dedicated an entire segment to how to manage and handle separation anxiety. My next nugget is really amazing because babies at this age can begin to recognize and identify an array of new feelings. So for example, your baby now can decide, I feel hungry versus I feel lonely, or I feel mad versus I feel frustrated. They're able to now know the difference and they're able to express it and clue you in a different way. How did they learn this? From you. So all of those months that you have spent being responsive and attuned and reacting to your baby has allowed them to take that in and learn from you then how to clue you in and communicate what it is they're feeling and what their needs are. Pretty amazing, right? This next one you will definitely notice. Your baby is starting to have their own desires, they're more demanding and definitely more assertive. It could be with my daughters, I remember this stage very well. You had to put them in the stroller to go for a walk or the car seat to get somewhere and their backs were arching and they're kicking their legs. They were definitely letting me know, Mom, my desire doesn't match yours. You need to leave the house, but I don't want to go in that car seat. It's a very challenging stage. And finally, I gotta sneak in one nugget to help you with what to do with all these brand new emotions. Focus on right to right brain connection. So your emotions and emotional behaviors come out of your right brain, so do your babies. And babies are primarily focused on acting out of their right brain for the first 3 years of life. That's why they're so emotional. So we want to connect with them right now. Since that part of their brain is so on fire, we want to really communicate right to right brain. So part of that is validating how they feel. I see that you're very frustrated about going in the car seat. I hear you that you want that toy right now. But it's also about a nurturing interaction, a nurturing touch, and a really empathetic tone. That is what is going to truly connect with them and help them regulate emotionally and understand what is going on. As you can see, I am incredibly passionate and very dedicated to educating parents about how to understand and manage this new world of emotions with your babies that's starting now. And let's see, my oldest daughter is 7, it's still going. So these are really important things to focus on, which is why in several episodes to follow, all of my nuggets are going to focus on some mindful parenting tips and tactics of what to do to support your baby through this new phase. I would love to hear from all of you. Please post those comments and questions below. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.